Here are two important things to keep in mind when you've been placed on an extended medical leave from your job because of your illness or some type of injury. First, you need to remember that under California law, your employer does not have an obligation to provide you with an indefinite leave of absence, with a leave of absence without an expiration date. So what does this mean to you? This means that if you do want and you do plan to return to your job at some point with or without restrictions, you must make sure that the medical notes that you provide to your employer about your leave include an expiration date. They include the following language. This employee will be able to return to work with or without limitations by such and such date, or something along those lines. It's okay if you have to extend that date once that date comes. It's okay if it's an approximate date, but you have to have some type of expiration date. If you provide your employer with a note that says that it's unclear when you're going to be able to return to work, it's unclear whether you will be able to return at all, then your employer will be able to lawfully terminate you sooner than later. Secondly, at some point, if you are on medical leave long enough, let's say for a year or longer, and it really depends on which type of employer you work for, at some point, if you're out long enough, you're probably going to receive an email or a letter that states, look, we've been waiting for you for many months, and if you don't return to work by this date, we will have no choice but to terminate you. This is the time when you should be seeking legal advice as soon as possible to determine what your best legal and practical options are. Should you let them terminate you? Should you talk to them to see if there are any other solutions short of terminating you? Maybe they can wait a little longer because you might be able to return to work. Should you consider resigning with or without severance? Should you consider medically retiring? Should you consider other options and other circumstances? You should be able to discuss all these things with your attorney, who should be able to not only provide you with the best legal advice, but hopefully also guide you on a practical level as to what would be the best decision for you in light of the nature of your work, your age, your personal circumstances, your future plans, such as how long you were planning to work all along, etc. Keep these two things in mind when you're in extended medical leave, and it should be very helpful to your situation and to your ability to return to work or make the best decisions for yourself under your specific circumstances. Thank you.